I'm always gonna have the softest spot for where me and Selena had our first date ever. Jitlada. And I have such a soft spot that I had her come and she cooked. Yeah. She was one of the people who cooked at the wedding.
Before we begin, I just want to ask for a small emotional favor. If you have ever been judged for your looks, your choices, your relationship, your body, your clothes, or even your smile, then please stay with me till the end. Because today's story is not just about a haircut. It is not just about Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. It is about something much deeper. It is about how the internet can turn one person's appearance into a public courtroom. It is about how love can become entertainment for strangers. And it is about one simple question. When did we become so comfortable laughing at someone's face? So take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's talk. Because this story starts with one haircut, but it quickly becomes a mirror showing us how cruel, curious, funny, and emotional the online world can be. Selena Gomez has always been someone people feel connected to. Many of us grew up watching her. Some remember her as the young Disney girl with a bright smile. Others know her as a singer, actress, beauty brand founder, and someone who has spoken openly about pain, health, heartbreak, and healing. That is why fans feel protective of her. Sometimes too protective. And when Selena chose Benny Blanco, the internet did not simply say, "Okay, good for her." No. The internet pulled out a magnifying glass. People started looking at his hair, his clothes, his posture, his jokes, his interviews, his face, his energy, and even the way he stood beside her. And recently, when Benny appeared with a shocking new hairstyle, people online reacted as if the world had stopped spinning. Some people laughed. Some people screamed. Some people asked if it was real. Some people said it looked like a prank. And some people immediately dragged Selena into it, asking, how can she be with him? But here is the thing. A haircut can be strange. A hairstyle can be funny. A celebrity look can surprise people. But when jokes turn into personal attacks, the story changes. Because now, we are no longer talking about hair. We are talking about humiliation. Imagine this for a moment. You wake up one day, you try something new. Maybe you cut your hair. Maybe you wear a different outfit. Maybe you post a picture feeling confident. And then thousands of strangers start laughing. Not just one or two people. Thousands. They say you look ugly. They say your partner deserves better. They say you must smell bad. They compare you to cartoons, creatures, and monsters. They turn your name into a joke. How would that feel? Even if you are famous, you are still human. And that is the part people forget. Benny Blanco may be rich. He may be successful. He may be dating or married to one of the most famous women in the world. But he is still a person who can read comments. He can still feel embarrassed. He can still laugh in public and hurt in private. Now, let's talk about Selena. People keep saying, poor Selena. But is Selena really asking to be rescued? That is the big question. Because from what we see, Selena seems happy with Benny. She talks about him warmly. She speaks about how he cooks, how he cares, how he brings tenderness into her life. She seems to enjoy his goofy side, his messy energy, and his confidence. And maybe that is what people do not understand. Sometimes love does not look like a magazine cover. Sometimes love looks like someone making food for you when you are tired. Sometimes love looks like laughing at silly jokes. Sometimes love looks like comfort, safety, and peace. And sometimes the person who makes your heart calm is not the person the world would choose for you. But the world is not the one living your life. Selena is. Still, fans have opinions, strong opinions. Some believe Benny enjoys the attention. They say he says he dislikes fame, but then appears in podcasts, brand videos, interviews, and public moments. They feel he has become more visible because of Selena. And maybe there is some truth in that. Fame is complicated. Some people say they hate attention, but they still step toward the spotlight. Some people enjoy being known but hate being judged. Some people love the opportunities fame brings, but cannot handle the cruelty that comes with it. That does not make them evil. It makes them human. Benny has also spoken about being called ugly online. He seems aware that people compare him to Selena and ask why she chose him. He even jokes about it. But joking about pain does not always mean the pain is gone. Sometimes jokes are armor. Sometimes people laugh first, so others cannot hurt them as deeply. And this is where the story becomes more serious. Because online culture loves the idea of the ugly boyfriend. People make memes about famous women dating men they think are not attractive enough. They ask, how did he get her? They act like beauty is a bank account and every couple must have equal deposits. But love is not math. Love is not a beauty contest. A person can be kind, funny, loyal, creative, patient, generous, and emotionally safe. Those things do not always show in a photograph. A picture can show a haircut. It cannot show how someone treats you when you're crying. A picture can show an outfit. It cannot show who checks on you when the world is too loud. A picture can show a face. It cannot show peace. And maybe Selena found peace. Maybe she found someone who makes her feel normal in a life that has never been normal. Remember, Selena has been famous since she was very young. She grew up in front of cameras. She has had people judge her body, her voice, her face, her relationships, her friendships, and her health. So maybe, after all that noise, she does not need perfect. Maybe she needs real. Now, some people also feel uncomfortable with the way Benny speaks in interviews. They think he shares too much. They feel he sometimes jokes about Selena in ways that do not protect her image. They compare how Selena praises him while he sometimes makes comments that sound embarrassing. And that is a fair conversation to have. Because in any relationship, especially a public one, respect matters. Humor is fine. Being playful is fine. But your partner should never feel like the punchline. When you love someone, you protect their dignity even when they are not in the room. You can be funny without being careless. You can share stories without exposing private things. You can be honest without making your partner look small. That is not just celebrity advice. That is life advice. Because every relationship needs a safe door. The world can laugh outside, but inside the relationship, both people should feel protected. Now, let's come back to the haircut. Was it real? Was it a bald cap? Was it a style experiment? Was it for a photo shoot? Was it just Benny being Benny? Honestly, the bigger point is not whether the hair was real. The bigger point is how fast the internet became cruel. One image appeared, and suddenly everyone became a judge. But here is the funny part. The same internet that tells celebrities to be authentic is the first to punish them when they stop looking polished. We say, be yourself. Then someone is themselves, and we say, not like that. We say, don't be fake. Then someone looks messy, and we say, get a stylist. We say, looks are not everything. Then we treat looks like everything. That is the contradiction. And celebrities live inside that contradiction every single day. Selena also gets pulled into other conversations online. People watch her Instagram activity. They notice what she likes, what she does not like, what she comments, what she deletes, and what she posts for 2 minutes before removing it. That is not normal. Imagine if every random thought you posted became a headline. Imagine if every lol you wrote became evidence in a friendship trial. Imagine if people studied your silence like a secret message. This is what fame does. It turns normal behavior into drama. If Selena comments, people analyze it. If she stays quiet, people analyze that too. If she posts a joke, people ask who she is shading. If she deletes something, people say she is spiraling. At some point, the celebrity is no longer allowed to be a person. They become a puzzle for strangers to solve. And that is exhausting. Now about Selena and Taylor Swift. People saw Selena's comment about sports fans and wondered if it was aimed at Taylor or others around her. Maybe it was shade. Maybe it was just a sports joke. Maybe it was not that deep. But the internet loves maybe. Maybe creates drama. Maybe creates videos. Maybe creates comments. Maybe keeps people watching. And that is why celebrity culture becomes addictive. We are not always reacting to facts. Sometimes we are reacting to possibilities. But while we are guessing, real people are living. Selena is living. Benny is living. Taylor is living. And we are sitting outside the window, trying to understand what is happening inside the house. Now, let's talk about the softer side of this story. Selena has spoken about not being the best cook. Benny, on the other hand, seems to enjoy cooking and improving recipes. And honestly, that part is sweet. Food can be love. A meal can say, "I thought about you." Cooking for someone can be an act of care. It is not always about expensive gifts or red carpets. Sometimes love is in a pan of onions, a bowl of risotto, a late-night snack, or someone saying, "Sit down, I'll make it for you." And for a person like Selena, who has spent most of her life working, traveling, performing, and being watched, maybe that kind of care means a lot. Maybe Benny gives her something simple. And simple can be powerful. But again, the public struggles with that because the public loves fantasy. People want Selena with someone who looks like a movie poster, someone polished, someone silent, someone mysterious, someone who fits the perfect pop star romance. But Selena may not want the fantasy anymore. Maybe she wants the person who makes her laugh in the kitchen. Maybe she wants the person who is not afraid to look ridiculous. Maybe she wants someone who does not treat her like a trophy. And if that is true, then maybe the joke is not on Benny. Maybe the joke is on everyone who thinks they understand love from a picture. Still, there is another side. Being famous does not mean every public choice is free from criticism. If Benny makes awkward comments, people can discuss them. If Selena posts something shady, people can question it. If a celebrity couple uses their relationship for publicity, the public will respond. That is part of being public. But there is a line. Criticism says, "That comment felt disrespectful." Cruelty says, "He is disgusting." Criticism says, "This interview made me uncomfortable." Cruelty says, "She must have low self-esteem." Criticism talks about behavior. Cruelty attacks a person's worth. And we should know the difference. Because when we forget that difference, entertainment becomes bullying with better lighting. So what can we learn from this? First, we learn that love is personal. People outside a relationship never know the full story. We see clips, photos, interviews, and captions, but we do not see the quiet moments. We do not see the apologies. We do not see the support. We do not see the private laughter. We do not see who holds whose hand when life gets heavy. Second, we learn that appearance is not character. A bad haircut does not make someone a bad partner. A messy outfit does not mean someone is unworthy of love. A person can look unusual and still be kind. A person can look perfect and still break your heart. Third, we learn that fame is not protection. Money does not block pain. Followers do not erase insecurity. Success does not make insults harmless. Behind every viral joke is a real person who may be trying to smile through it. And finally, we learn something about ourselves. Why do we enjoy tearing people down? Is it because we are bored? Is it because judging celebrities makes us feel powerful? Is it because we forget they are human? Or is it because the internet rewards the sharpest insult more than the kindest thought? That is something worth thinking about. Now, I am not here to tell you that you must love Benny's haircut. You can dislike it. You can laugh a little. You can say, that style is not for me. That is normal. But maybe we can laugh without destroying someone. Maybe we can comment without being cruel. Maybe we can watch celebrity drama without losing our humanity. Because today it is Benny, Tomorrow it could be anyone. It could be a singer. It could be an actor. It could be a classmate. It could be your friend. It could be you. And nobody deserves to become a punching bag just because they look different. As for Selena, maybe fans should give her a little more credit. She is not a child. She is a grown woman. She has lived through fame, heartbreak, illness, criticism, and public pressure. She knows more about her life than strangers online. If she is happy, let her be happy. If she is not, she will decide what to do. But constantly saying, "Poor Selena," can also become disrespectful because it suggests she cannot choose for herself. Support does not always mean rescuing someone. Sometimes support means trusting them. So here is the heart of today's story. A haircut went viral. The internet laughed. Fans became protective. Critics became loud. But underneath all of that, there is a bigger truth. We are living in a time where people are judged faster than they are understood. And maybe we all need to slow down. Before we comment, we can ask, would I say this to their face? Before we laugh, we can ask, is this funny or is it cruel? Before we judge a relationship, we can ask, do I really know what happens behind closed doors? Because the internet may forget tomorrow, but the person being mocked may remember for a long time. So whether Benny's haircut is real, fake, stylish, strange, funny, or confusing, one thing is clear. It started a conversation. Not just about Selena and Benny, but about beauty, about love, about judgment, about respect, and about how we treat people when we think our words do not matter. But words do matter. A comment can hurt. A joke can embarrass. A rumor can damage. And kindness, even online, still counts. So what do you think? Is the internet being too harsh on Benny Blanco? Do fans have a right to be protective of Selena? Or should everyone step back and let this couple live their life? Share your thoughts in the comments, but keep it respectful, because we can disagree without being cruel. And if you enjoyed this story, please support the video with a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next update. Also, comment a blue heart if you believe love should be judged by peace, not just appearance. Thank you for watching. Take care of your heart. Take care of your words. And remember, behind every viral moment, there is still a human being. See you in the next video.